Welcome to Simply Debbie Sue's Southern Whispers. Happy fall, y'all. It's October and it's just a warm, cozy season. So I wanted to have a warm, cozy background for fall. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy the stories that I'm going to have for you for fall. And let's get right into the first story. The introduction for this story is, y'all ever been lost in a pumpkin patch of life? Well, let me tell you about a little girl named Sadie Bell who found her way with a prayer and a whole lot of faith. This story is called The Pumpkin Patch Prayer. It was the kind of October morning that made the mountains hum with glory, mist rising from the holler, leaves crunching like hymnal pages underfoot, and the scent of cinnamon and damp earth dancing in the air. The church bus, painted a cheerful shade of faded blue, rolled down the gravel road toward Miller's pumpkin patch, carrying a cargo of laughter, hay bales, and Sister Loretta's famous cinnamon muffins wrapped in wax paper and prayer. Little Sadie Bell, just 6 years old and full of sass and spark, had been counting down the days. She wore her favorite overalls, a pumpkin-shaped hair clip, and carried a tiny Bible in her backpack, just in case, she told her mama with a wink. Her daddy had kissed her forehead that morning and whispered, "Don't forget to thank the Lord for the pretty things," and she nodded solemnly, like she was about to preach it herself. The patch was a sea of orange and gold, with cornstalks rustling like heaven's whispers and scarecrows smiling like they knew a secret. The Sunday school group scattered like leaves in the wind, each child hunting for the perfect pumpkin to paint at the fellowship hall later that week. Sadie Bell wandered through the rows humming, "This Little Light of Mine," her boots kicking up bits of straw. She paused to admire a pumpkin shaped like a heart and whispered, "You're a good one," before moving on. But somewhere between the hay maze and the cider stand, she wandered too far. She didn't cry, not Sadie. She sat right down on a pumpkin, folded her hands, and began to pray out loud. "Dear Jesus, I know you can see me, even if nobody else can. I'm not scared, but if you could send Sister Loretta or my mama, that'd be real nice. Amen." Her voice, soft but sure, floated through the patch like a hymn. It drifted past the scarecrows, through the cornstalks, and into the ears of Sister Loretta, who'd been calling Sadie's name with rising panic. She paused. She heard it, that sweet little prayer. Following the sound, she found Sadie Bell sitting calm as a preacher on Sunday, surrounded by pumpkins and peace. "Oh, honey," Sister Loretta said, scooping her up, "you weren't lost. You were just waiting on Jesus." Sadie Bell grinned. "He heard me. I knew he would." Back at the cider stand, the group gathered around Sadie like she was royalty. Brother Hank handed her a warm cup of cider and said, "Well, if that ain't the most faithful little pumpkin in the patch." Later that evening, as the sun dipped low and the mountains turned to velvet, Sadie Bell helped paint pumpkins with Bible verses. Hers read, "Call to me and I will answer thee." Jeremiah 33:3. So the reflection of this story is, sometimes the loudest prayers are whispered by the smallest hearts. In the middle of life's mazes, God hears us, clear as a bell in the quiet patch of pumpkins. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I hope you enjoy the scenery that we have today and the cozy stories that I have prepared for you for fall. So thank you for listening, and come back next week.